Someone says the handle looks like a... Okay, now I can't unsee it. God damn it. I want to look at all of the max, rarity, max, cool, exotic, kind of interesting charms. Let's take a look. Starting off is the hot sauce charm right here. So these are known as, I mean, the name is hot sauce, right? But then we have the different patterns. The most sought after is pattern ID 1 because it's max red. It kind of looks like Coca-Cola can. That's what a lot of people are saying. Obviously, ketchup, blood. If you're a vampire, you might be into this. This is pattern 1. I think it starts changing at about 25,000. This is the burgundy pattern. Orange / red is at 25k. Then if we want to go full orange, orange soda, Fanta. I don't know. I don't really drink that many sodas. There's the full orange pattern. This is 50,000 exactly. Next up is brown. So I think this is more of like a DP. Dr. Pepper. This is the color of the soda inside of the can. So maybe this is the can without the can. What does that even mean? 75k. And last, at 100,000, is the mustard pattern. I absolutely hate mustard, so... Yuck. I don't like this. I really don't like this. Mustard. It must have been invented as a joke. Because there's no way anyone in their right mind goes, yeah, mustard? Oh, yeah, let me eat that. That's a good idea. That's the hot sauce. Next up is the Pinch O Salt Charm. So this is pattern 1. It's called the blue pattern. I don't really like this one that much. But that is pattern 1. If you want a blue charm. There you go. Pattern 10,000. I think 10,000 to 20,000. It's full purple. Which is way, way, way better than the blue. It's way more enjoyable. And at about 20... When we leave 20,000, starts fading over. And at 30,000, it becomes full pink. Another very, very good pattern. I like this more than the purple, I think. Pink is super cream. I think Pinch of Salt does a really good job of just being like... I was about to compliment it, man. I was about to say it looks good and bright and vibrant. And this is the red. Why does it look like a pig? This is the red. This is the red one. This is max red. I was gonna compliment you, bro. Let's just go next. Max yellow. It's pattern 50,000. Oh, wait. No. This is orange. I'm sorry. I think I'm colorblind today. This is the max yellow. Yeah. Very yellow. The other one is not that orange. I'm gonna be honest with you. So the red doesn't really hit the red strains, and the orange doesn't really hit the orange strains. That's sort of a limey pattern. Pattern 70k. And then at 100,000, I think they're calling this the teal pattern. I think I'd just say like a light blue. Not necessarily teal or anything. Just light blue. Just a nice little color. I think this is my favorite. It's pattern 100,000. Buddy doesn't know colors. I'm just looking at a list, man. Like, I don't think I'm colorblind. Right? Maybe a little bit. I'm a man, so 10% of men are colorblind. Wait, so only 10% of me is colorblind? What's the other 90%? Sorry. Next up is the Disco Mac. So we start off with purple. It's the lowest possible one. This is called pattern ID 1. You can't get pattern ID 0 on charms, by the way. Pattern ID 1 starts with purple, and then it flips over to pink. I think the purple looks a lot better. But yeah, there is your pink if you're into that. We then have yellow, which should be the best, I believe. Oh, that looks like vomit to me. Nah, I'm okay. It reminds me of when I had to clean the bathrooms at at the ice rink. Jesus, that is not a good memory. Next up is green. It's pattern 75,000. It's like a cool mint green. Like if I were to imagine the color mint, it would be this. And I kind of like it. Little specks of yellow. Yeah. Next up is blue. And this is pattern 100,000. right here. Ooh. I mean, we can all agree this is the best one, right? Right? Pattern 100K. Full blue. That actually looks decent. Oh my god, that thing is massive. It's almost as big as the Glock. That is a massive charm. What the hell? Next up is the Glamour Shot USP. I think that this one, the Glamour Shot in general, is kind of underrated. There's actually a guide for this one. I think there's a guide for all of them. Red is 1 to 5K-ish. Pink is 5 to 25K. Purple is 25K to 80K. And blue is 80K to 100K. So most of the time, you're going to be seeing a purple. And the least amount is going to be red. And getting a good red pattern like this one is going to be even more tough. So, probably rarest from the Glamour Shot will be the red. Yeah. Next up. Okay, I think I'm going to skip the Diner Dog. Where even is that one? Right here. 100,000 different patterns. I'm not even going to attempt to go through all of them because that would take weeks, months maybe. 100,000 patterns. Trying to find the best one. Trying to find the one that's most interesting. I'll let other people do with that. Yeah, I'm just going to skip that. But it is pattern based, so. I know there is a pussy pattern. This thing goes down to here. That is nice. Anywho, moving on to the probably the best, if you have to ask me. And I don't think anyone is asking. The semi-precious. This is pattern 1. AKA the emerald pattern. It's just, it's upsetting that we can't apply it onto knives, because I would apply this onto my M9 fake emerald. But it does look pretty good. If you have like a green apple or a full green skin, there is a lot of green skins in the game. It'll look something like that. So, not too shabby. Next is the teal pattern, which just means, you know, kind of in the middle. Also, not that bad. Just pattern 25K, if you're wondering. So it's in between the green and the light blue. Okay, that's not too bad. It kind of matched with the VP hollow, kind of matched with the Vox hollow, and it sort of matched with the groundwater as well. That's not too bad. Moving on. The light blue. This is pattern 50,000. I guess you could also say it's the blue gem. Light blue, blue gem, full blue. Not like that teal where it's sort of in between being green. It's just straight blue. It's pretty good. Exactly right in the middle. 50,000. Then we have the regular blue, non-light blue. This is pattern 75,000. I mean, you could sort of argue it's like a Doppler, phase 1, where it's not really a blue, it's not really a purple, it's somewhere in between. I like it though. I think it has personality. Like, it's not as boring as the full straight light blue, the full straight green. And it can be used on a lot more because there is a lot of purple and blue comboed skins. So, that for example, like, I think this has more options than the teal one we looked at, which is pattern 25K. And then we have the full purple. So not just a little bit of blue and a little bit of purple. Full purple. I think for me, as much as I like the emerald, I have to go with the purple more. The emerald seems like a little bit fake, a little bit odd, whereas this just seems like a completely real thing to me. Like, I could see this in a shop somewhere, like where you'd buy a ton of rings, some soap or something, and then you just see this knife for like $5. The amethyst, semi-precious. I think it's my favorite. Maybe even one of my favorite charms. Full purple. Now let's try it on a skin here. For example, the sawed-off comfort. Right there. Like that is just nice. I don't know. It's a little bit glitched, but that's just CS2. That is just nice to me. That purple just seems so pristine. Like, that's something that I would eat. There's a couple things that I would eat. Hot glue, but unused. And also, guys, you know that glue that comes when you get like a new credit card? Like the stuff you peel off of the paper? Wait, why did both of the things I said I would eat involve glue? Bro, why is glue so appealing to me? Next up is the baby Karat CT. So this is pattern 1. This is kind of like the rose gold. Someone says the handle looks like a cock. Okay, now I can't unsee it. God damn it. I see it now. And the chain is... Oh, man. The chain is coming out. Pattern 1. Kind of a pink gold. But then as we veer further and further, we get rose gold at like 10 to 35k. Then copper at 35 to 70k. And this is the 50k right here. So about halfway through when it starts turning to copper, right? You still see the reflections off the handle, right? Not too bad. Not too bad. But then as we get to 100k, right here, this is 100k, it becomes full gold. That is not too shabby. Damn, bro. Just like, it's just so nice. What would it look good on? Probably an Op Prince, right? Oh, yeah. Look at that right there. Gold on gold action. Let me put it back here so we can actually see it. Bang. Gold on gold action. And last but not least is the baby Karat T. So the counterpart to the CT. And this is how they describe it. Matte rose gold to pale gold to light gold to yellow gold. But let's actually see. So this is pattern 1. That's how it starts. Pattern 1. We then have pattern 5,000, 10,000. Very, very subtle differences. 15,000, 20,000, 25k. These kind of all look the same to me. Does that make me knifist or charmist? 35k, still the same. 40k, it slightly becomes like a little bit more of that classic gold color. 50k, right in the middle. Kind of like gold still. Same. Now it's sort of becoming a little bit more yellowy. Yeah, the yellow hints are really starting to shine through. Yellow gold. Again, yellow gold. And then it just really becomes bright. This is 90k, 95, and 100,000. I want to see pattern 1 versus pattern 100k. So here's pattern 1. Again, very rose at the beginning. This is the rose gold, pattern 50k, right in the middle. It doesn't seem that metallic, but there is a little bit of reflection off of it. Then pattern 100,000. This is the, in my opinion, probably going to be the most expensive. Full gold. Right there. 100,000. I feel like we have to look at 75k. Let me pull it up. Oh my goodness. So that's one thing you don't get just by looking at a picture of it. When we actually try it in game, that's the best. That's the best of all 100,000 patterns right there. 75k. It's full metallic. Looks like a brand new washed car. That is the best. I mean, yeah, there you go. 75k. That'll be the most expensive baby Karat T, in my opinion. But I'm pretty sure T actually made a list of what was the most expensive and what was getting overpay. So let me see. Yeah, current rare charm prices. Mega thread. Prices are based off of recent listings and sales. So, for semi-precious, probably no surprise, the most expensive is the emerald and the black pearl. Let's see. So, for under 2k pattern, $140. This was a day ago. These prices might change and definitely will change. Black pearl is cheaper for top/bottom 2k of the black pearl. It's $30 cheaper than getting a number 1 pattern. Interesting. So just 15 patterns off from max, $300. 100 patterns off from max, $250. Next up is the AK. For top 1k patterns, about $90. Top 300 pattern, $110. Then for the red, the most sought after is 21k to 22k, which, yeah, those look the best, I would say. $110, so completely fair. Then for the blue one, Wait a second. So the red is the most expensive, huh? Why is that actually a surprise to me? Guys, I figured that the gold one would be the most expensive. That's really weird. Rare equals expensive. Yeah, but I would say gold is more like about as rare, and it's cheaper. Like, look at this. These 1K patterns are where you want to be. These 1K patterns are where you want to be. And yet there's more demand for the red than the gold. I mean, yeah, I mean, reading it, it's still more demand for the red. What about orange? Orange is 15K to 23K, so it shouldn't be that expensive. That's 10,000 possible patterns. It shouldn't be that much. Unless there's like a max orange pattern that I haven't even heard of. And then for the blue, for top 1K, average $42. So that's where we're currently at. Now, if you want gold pattern, which is like 10K to 1K, or to 1, rather, top patterns are selling for like one AAA game. And then the purple one, which is not my favorite. I kind of thought that the blue one would be more expensive, which is like 70K to 80K. Purple, $50 for top 1K pattern. Now, this has to be the craziest to me. Guys, again, red is taking the cake with expensive charms. If you want to get a full red eye SAS, about $100 for anything pattern 100 to 1. And I'm pretty sure a pattern 1, which is the max, which is the best one, sold for like $1,000 a couple days ago. Pretty insane. And then also another sought after one is pink. 90K, about $2. 99K, $5. There actually have been a couple people that have come in here asking for a price check on pinks. $1 or $2, maybe $3. So it's not a whole bunch. The real juice is the red. Okay, pinch of salt. Doesn't really seem like there's too much overpay, but if you get the blue one, maybe $7 if it's sub 500. And then the blue one, cyan, maybe $4 or more if it's 99K or higher. So there's a little bit of something there. Next up is the hot sauce charm. Coca-Cola, sub 1K pattern, about $7. Then anything above 99K, you might be able to get $3. So yeah, there is some money there. Then we have the baby Karat T. Here's 100K. Here's 75K. Oh my god! Wait a second. Why are these prices so backwards? Guys, we just looked at them in game. The 75K clearly looks better than the 100K, right? Like, am I tripping? This looks so much better than the full no Metallica, no shininess, and yet 75K is $84, and pattern 100,000 is $352. Listen, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would advise against paying $350 for a worse version. I'd probably spend it on the 75K. I don't know, man. Okay, that was actually informative. So make sure to subscribe.